So one of the places we've been to before is Monmouth Coffee, but funny enough, I think it was the second place that we ever went to. And this is the one over at Covent Garden at Seven Dials. Well, they've also got one here, which is over at London Bridge. But when we did the original one, I said how wonderful the coffee was and how delightful it was. And funny enough, I've taken people over there. Hi, Rhonda. We've taken people over there to come and have a really, really good coffee. But we never scored it. So here's the opportunity to do a reprise of a coffee shop, especially after we've done so many other coffee shops and we found some absolutely amazing ones. So today is a chance to get back to Monmouth Coffee, but there's only a few of them, so I'm not even going to call it a chain because I know we don't do the chains, etc. And it's a real chance to score the coffee at a chance, just to see how good Monmouth Coffee is and how it compares to some of the other amazing coffees that we such as Harrods Coffee Bar, also over at H.R. Higgins, just by Selfridges off Oxford Street, and some of the other amazing places as well that have all scored about 20 plus. So if you're new to the channel, lovely to have you here. It's growing at one heck of a rate. Just drop us a hi down below because that'd be great. Great to know that you're watching. And thanks very much for being here. Just to give you a sort of an idea of why we're here. So we're going to all independent coffee shops in London, as many as possible, and it's a real hardship, but someone's got to do it for you. So when you come to London, you know where you can go to have a really, really good coffee. Now, one of the things we're trying to do is avoid the chains. And the reason we're avoiding the chains is, well, there's a Starbucks and a Costa Coffee and a Cafe Nero, etc. on most corners. Also, Black Sheep Coffee as well. But what we're doing is we're trying all of the others. Now, we will go in and try those at some point, just purely so we can score them, to say that we've been there, we've tried them, and also just to see how they are. Got to do it at some point, unfortunately, and I'm not looking forward to my Pret water, which is disguised in colour black and as a coffee. So we will do that at some point. But the mission is to find some really, really good ones. We've not found the perfect 25, but we've found some 24s and we found some really good. So we score them, and if they're 20 plus, well, they're amazing coffees and I can't recommend them highly enough. If they're 15 to 20, they're still pretty good. Anything below 15 is either myrrh, or alternatively, we've had a couple of threes, which are pretty rubbish as well. So there you go. Just gives you an idea of why we're here and what we're doing. So we can find the coffee shops for you. And at some point, I will get round to put them on a map so you can see wherever you're going in London, where the nearest decent coffee place is as well. There you go. Our mission to help you. Anyway, for those that have been here since the start, a massive thank you. And I dare say when you saw Monmouth Coffee turn up in your title and you thought, well, crikey, I'm sure he has definitely been here before. So anyway, at least that gives you an idea and the rationale why. Okay, so we're here, we're having a black Americano. So a black Americano I have, but when we have guests, they have their favourite coffee, they test them, they taste them, and they see what they fancy as well. Now, I can say the one here, to be honest, both of them are really, really small, both Monmouth coffees, so they're not paying much for the rent because actually they're small places. But here we're standing up, and the reason we're standing up is there's only one table, and actually sitting at the table is a bit more, well, people watching you and saying, what's going on? I don't want to be part of the video, so at least standing up, I'm in the corner on my own, and also there you go, you get a bit of a flavour for the coffee shop that's behind it as well. So it gives you that, and we're going to go for the coffee. Now, I haven't gone for any food today, so quite often I'll go for some food. Not today. Reason for all that, I've just been to Borough Market itself and just had a salt beef sandwich, and oh my word, that was amazing. For not having that. But that was about 10 or 15 minutes ago, so hopefully the palate is cleansed enough for the coffee tasting. Right, so we're going to do it on the normal 5 things, which are the aroma, the acidity, the sweetness, the finish, the body and the finish. All of those, each out of 5, giving us a total score out of 25 points for the coffee. Really looking forward to this one because we didn't score it before. We've got some others to catch up with as well at some point. Right, shall we? Come on in. Right, so let's go for the aroma first. So how are we on the aroma for Monmouth Coffee? Oh, that is gorgeous. That is a sort of I describe that as a deep dark chocolate stroke a woody smell. So you can definitely get a hint of chocolate in there, but nice woody smell with that as well. So the aroma, that is a lovely coffee. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be in the 20s, all right? So I'm really hoping so for their sake, but the aroma is sensational. So I'm going to give that a 4 for the aroma on that one. Sorry, it's so good. I'm taking it in. Do you know what? Actually, do you know what? I like the smell so much. I love the aroma so much. I'm going to go for a 5. There you go. Change my mind. I'm going to go for a 5. Okay, can't I? I'm allowed to do that every so often. Right, so that's the aroma. Right, so that's the aroma done. So we're giving that a 5. And now what we'll do is we'll go for the acidity and the sweetness. Both of those out of 5. So let's go for the acidity first. So let's go and have a drink of the coffee.
I don't know. I think it's just like a London.
It's quite funny. When I go and do these, the volume of some of the people in the background who have really loud voices, even though we try and get those out. Guy behind me going on about Les Miserables. Oh well, say that. That's nice. Anyway, right. Sorry. Oh dear. Right, let's go for the acidity. Sorry, it's typically trying to shuffle out old now bonds behind. Right.
Like in the intro song.
So, acidity. Let's give it a bit on the acidity. That is lovely. That is lovely. It is smooth, but it sort of clings on. So it's a lovely acidity to it. And it's still there. I can still feel that on my tongue. I can still let it go through the sides, which is lovely. For that. That is lovely. I've had smoother coffees, but that's still a really nice coffee, quite a strong one. I'm going to go for a 4 on that one. So we're going for a 4 on that one. So there you go. That's a 4 for acidity. Right, sweetness. Right, go for the tongue. Go for the sweetness. Yep, there's a bit of sweetness on that one. Yeah, let's just go for that again. A little bit of sweetness in it. Not much. Just a slight taste. I'm going to go for a 4 on that one as well. So we've got a 5, 4, and 4. I'm only doing it because I haven't written it down, because where I'm standing it's very, very small. So that's really nice. So we're going to go for a 4 on that. And then we're going to go for the body. Let's have a look at the body. Now, I'm expecting the body to be quite good. And the reason I'm expecting the body to be quite good is just the appearance of the coffee. We can sort of tell. And I know, Rhonda, you once picked up on that. So let's just go for the body on it. And there you go. Can you see where I swirl it round? Let's go swirl. We'll go for swirling. Swirling ability. There you go. Can you see? It's sort of clinging to the cup. There you go. As you go round, you can see the sort of coffee sort of clinging into it, and then it falls quite quickly. So there you go. So the body, yeah, that's fairly decent. So the body, I'm going to go for, I'm definitely going to go for a 4 on that one. So that's nice. Good 4. And the finish. There is no doubt about why Monmouth coffee is always so popular. It's one of those places that often you have to queue. Came in this time actually, about 3:45 of an afternoon in the middle of winter. They actually got straight in, served and all the rest of it, although there's very little space here to sit down. But that's going to be the same all the time. So you can see why Monmouth coffee is really busy, because the coffee is just fantastic. So for me, that gets a 5 for the finish. So that's a 5-5 and also 4 3s, which gives us a total of 22. So Monmouth coffee gets a 22 out of 25 as far as the scoring is concerned, which is really interesting because I've always wondered what it was scoring wise, and it's just so opportune today that we're here and can come in and have a lovely coffee. There's plenty of other coffees available, whatever you fancy, they'll do it, all sorts of stuff. Plus they've got pastries and they've got snacks and other bits and pieces that you can have as well. I would guess, to be quite honest, if you get a seat, you're very, very lucky. Either that or you're about to pounce on someone or sit on someone's lap. So don't expect to come in and be able to sit down. It's one of those coffees where you're probably going to have to take it away. Or if you're lucky, when they've got it out down Seven Dials, down Monmouth Street, near Seven Dials, Covent Garden, they've got the outside seating area, so you've got to also be ready to pounce onto there. But of course, you wouldn't want to do that in the wet or the freezing cold. So also one sort to bear in mind on that. But all I would say is Monmouth coffee, that's a very good one. A 22 out of 25 for Monmouth coffee. and another one that I would certainly recommend as you're going around London, but just be aware of the wait and the queues, etc. But people coming all over the world who have heard of Monmouth coffee already, are waiting to get their share of it. So there you go. Right, really hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what Monmouth coffee is like if you're coming to there. We're here because we're testing other independent coffees. Now, if you're coming to London and you fancy hooking up, and we can see if we can do a coffee tasting, as we've done with numerous people already, including the last week's one, which was Shaffrey, which I did at work, funnily enough, on one of the chains. But actually, the coffee was really good, Harrison Hall. Then just look us up. Give us a drop a comment. Let us know when you're here. If we can coincide diaries, we'll do it. If not, unfortunate, but let's see what we can do. So do let us know. Also, if you fancy supporting the channel and fancy buying me a coffee, just like Paula and Al have done out in Chattanooga in Tennessee. Hiya, guys. Massive thank you to you guys for buying me coffee. Really appreciate it. Helps us keep the channel going. And actually, does actually buy us a coffee. So this one's on you guys, so thank you very much. Then there's a QR code at the end. You can click on that and you can just drop us a coffee. There you go. So that'd be really welcome. Help us keep us all going. Anyway, until the next time, and I tell you what, I'm going to put, in honour of Paula and Al, I'm going to put in the top right-hand corner where we went off to the roasting party. Now, the roasting party is over near Chelsea on Pavilion Road. It was a good coffee, but we sat outside in the middle of winter testing their coffee out there. So if you click on that, I'll see you in there. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.